Hello friends, I want to show you a cool mathematical trick with my Canada deck. Uh, Give the spectator a deck of cards, ask them to shuffle and choose any number of cards, any number of cards. Imagine the spectator chooses 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. After that, they can cut it as many times as they want. And remember the last card. What is the last card? The 7 of spades. Remember the 7 of spades. Now it's a mathematical trick, it's a self-working trick. So what is the last card? 7 of spades. Now we took 15 cards. Ask the spectator to choose any number of cards from here which should be greater than half this number. Greater than half this number. That means half of 15 is 7.5. So anything greater than that could be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. So let us assume that the spectator takes 10 as a number. So ask the spectator to deal 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. And then the balance card, you just put it on top, just like so. Repeat this process 3 times. One time we have already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put it on top. And the most amazing thing is the cards will so arrange itself such that the top card will be their card. That is the 7 of spades. It always works with any number of cards. So instead of 15, even if they had chosen 18 cards or 20 cards, the trick is, the technique is, if they chose the number say 8, you have to take 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then put this on top. And this is to be done 3 times. And if you do it 4 times, the cyclical order will remain same. Let me illustrate that. For example, here I have cyclical order. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. These are all arranged. This is all arranged in order. And let us assume that the last card is Joker card. So it's easy to remember. So this is the cyclical order. Now imagine, so there are totally 14 cards. 13 clubs and the Joker card. So 14 means divide 14 with 2, 7. Anything greater than that should be fine. Assume that it is say 9 this time. They choose 9. So I'm taking 9 cards. 1, 2. Remember the last card? Joker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put it on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put it on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put it on top. Now what will be the top card? Predicted card? Joker. Now if you do it the 4th time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's going to happen is the original order is going to be restored. You can check it out. The original order: Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And how the trick actually works. This is the last card. There are 14 cards here. Okay? So I'm just going to show you exactly what is happening. So I'm going to keep it in this pattern. Now this last card has to come to the top. Okay? So imagine the person thought of the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then puts this on top. Now the second counting: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Puts this on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And puts this on top. And that's how this card comes on top. Now finally, the last one is the reverse count. Now this goes here. Okay. So now when you count, okay, let me show it again. Last time when you're doing it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put this on top. Now you get the reverse order, with the last card going back in its original position. So this is a simple explanation of exactly how it is happening. This can also be explained using matrix theory, which I will talk about.
This is one mathematical proof of the above trick which I showed you. I'm going to explain this using something called as a 3 into 3 Parker matrix square. This is called as the Parker matrix square. Let us see what it does to the deck of cards. Imagine that we had n cards to begin with, out of which we are taking x cards. So the number of cards that are picked is x cards. So we have n minus x cards. So we are dealing down x cards and we now have n minus x cards which we are holding in our hand. That is called as the upper part. So the upper part has n minus x cards which we will call as A. I will divide the balance x cards into two groups. The middle group, which is 2x minus n, and the lower part, which is n minus x. And we are going to call these as A, B and C. So once again, to go over it, we had n cards to begin with. We are dealing x cards down. The x cards are split into two parts. The bottom part is n minus x and this is 2x minus n. Note that if you add these two, you will get x cards. So the x cards are split as 2x minus n and n minus x cards, which we are going to call as A, B and C. Now, when you count x cards from this set and put the rest above it as shown in the video, the upper part becomes C. The middle part becomes minus B and the lower part becomes minus A. Minus B because the card has now been counted in the reverse way. So reverse counting is taken as minus B. Originally, the order of the matrix was A, B, C. When you multiply this with the Parker matrix, let us see what happens. Now recollect the concept of matrix multiplication. In this 0 gets multiplied with A, 0 into B, 1 into C. And that's how we get this part as C. Similarly, so we are taking the first row R1 with C1, then R2 with C1, R3 with C1. To elaborate this, R1 with C1 actually gives us 0 times A plus 0 times minus B plus 1 times C. The second row would give you 0 times A minus B plus 0 again. And the third one would give me minus A plus 0 plus 0. That's how it becomes C minus B and minus B. Now, when we are performing this operation 3 times, it means the Parker matrix is cubed. So once you take A cube and multiply it with ABC, so this is A cube. So A cube, that means A into A into A. The Parker matrix is multiplied 3 times. That with the original ABC. Now the deck now has been shifted to minus C, minus B and minus A. Let me remind you that minus C is a reverse count. So minus C is on top now. So what do we have on top? Minus C. Now the top part which we are holding, minus C, we are going to drop it at the top. So the topmost card is now going to be the lowest card which we started with. Which means now the upper card is same as what was the bottom card. So this is how we use the Parker matrix to show this. We also saw that when we raise it the fourth time, the card completely reverses in order. How does this happen? When you take A and raise it to the power of 4, what is going to happen is we are going to get a unit matrix. A unit matrix I, which means identity matrix. That means the order, the previous order which we started is restored. So when you're taking A4 multiplied with ABC, it is same as the unit matrix with ABC, and thus the order is exactly restored as to what we began. So this is how we explain it using matrix theory, the card trick.